talk about in some
Unless
of
you
them.
want to start looking through them while we're talking, but
I don't care. It's up to you.
do you want to look through them so you have something to throw at us if we pause, or
Sure.
do you want me to look through them?
Sure. Let me just see. You guys can let it rip.
Ready?
All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Raw Youth Podcast, episode number 17. I think Scott already found something good to talk about.
First one I read. What the fuck?
We're going to be going through some gym pet peeves today. But first, we're going to talk about how Dominic got a rod stuck up his butthole. Was it last Friday?
It was Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, it was like
Last
Thursday night.
He
Yeah.
got
It was brutal.
$750,000 stolen, pretty much.
Yeah.
Do a quick,
In
just a
NFT
quick
crypto.
synopsis.
Okay, so
You know, people know what
Maybe
happened.
what to look out for.
yeah, so
probably.
that's kind of a light at the end of the tunnel because obviously, like when I invested in crypto, I kind of put money into it that I was obviously okay with losing. And that's not saying that it's okay about what happened, but you know, if this happened to like my life savings, it would clearly be a different story. But
We wouldn't be here right now.
yeah, I would be dead probably. So I was at the gym. It was probably Thursday at like 4 o'clock, and I kept getting like someone trying to log into my Apple ID. So it was like, you know, someone's trying to log into your Apple ID from wherever. So I didn't answer any of it. And then while I was leaving the gym, probably like 30 minutes later, I got a call from Apple. It was Apple Inc. And if you want the full story on this, guys, you can go to Serpent's Twitter. It's just at Serpent on Twitter, and you can see the whole story, and you can look it up on the New York Post or every other article that was.
We'll link some articles.
Yeah,
in
all
the
right, cool.
description.
So anyway, so I get a call from Apple and I answer it and I'm like, hello. And, you know, caller ID was Apple Inc. And he's like, hey, this is whatever the fuck my name is from Apple, badge number, this. And at the time you like don't obviously pay attention to that because you're just like, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. And he's like, well, we have reason to believe that your Apple ID is being compromised. And I was like, well, it is, but I've never had a phone call from Apple before, so I don't really trust like the phone call. And he was like, okay. He's like, no worries. If you don't, you know, feel comfortable, you can just hang up, look up the customer service number for Apple and call it back. It's the same number that I called you on. And then call it back. And this is a time-sensitive matter, though, so I'm going to call you within like the next minute or minute and a half so we can just resolve it. And I was like, sure. So I get off, I look up the number, call it back. It's sure enough, it's the Apple phone number. And then as I'm on the phone waiting on hold, the same number calls me back, Apple Inc., like waiting, you know, calling in. So I answer it, and he's like, hey, you know, this is whatever from Apple. I just need to send you a code to verify, you know, your identity. Just send me the code. Tell me the code when you get it. Tell him the code, hangs up the phone. I'm like, fuck. And immediately, funny thing is in between this, I was like, just in case this is a scam, I'm going to disconnect my American Express from my Apple ID because I just don't want it to be on there in case this is a scam. And I'm like, MetaMask is safe. Like, you know, I have my seed phrase at home. There's no way they can get into there. So whatever. What are they going to get? My fucking pictures? So just out of curiosity, I'm like, fuck, I'm on the phone with Apple and I'm like trying to call them back and say, hey, listen, I think someone just hacked into my iCloud. And I just go to my MetaMask just to check it. And they drained, like at that point, they had already drained like almost $270,000. And I was like, holy shit. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out how it happened. I'm trying to figure out what happened. And obviously I understand that my, you know, Apple ID was compromised. But again, like how did they get my seed phrase to get into MetaMask? It just didn't make sense. So I got a weird DM from this guy named Serpent on Twitter, who he's like very big into like the NFT community, huge following, does a lot of cybersecurity for all the NFT projects. And he's like, hey man, he's like, I just want to go through the story with you. Something seems off here. Like if I can help in any way, I would love to help. So I go through it. I send him all the screenshots of the phone calls, you know, my MetaMask. He goes through all the Ether scans. You know, everyone's trying to find where everything went. And long story short, we uncovered in this moment, which is like the light at the end of the tunnel, that MetaMask actually gives your seed phrase to iCloud, which they've never told anyone before. So like in our Twitter thread, MetaMask commented and said, hey, just so you know, like we actually do embed your seed phrase in the MetaMask vault, which is stored on iCloud. And you know, this is how you can turn it off if you want to turn it off. And they basically just go through it. And it was like, what the fuck? Like everyone started freaking out in the comments. Like people are like, this is absolutely insane. Like you guys tell us to never, and I'm sure if anyone in here has a crypto, or I mean, you remember when you signed up for it, like the first thing they tell you is like, never store it online, never take a picture of it, never digitally store it.
Don't share it with anyone.
Don't share it with anyone. Like write it on a piece of paper and put it in your safe. So it's like, they literally do the exact opposite of what they tell you to do. And you know, that's where the issue comes in, right? Because if you do and if they do store it, they just need to tell you like, hey, listen, if you put this on your iCloud, we do put your seed phrase here, and if you want to turn that off, you need to just disable it now. Just like when you go on WhatsApp, when you log into WhatsApp and it says, do you want your data stored in iCloud?
Yeah.
And you can just hit yes or no. That's that simple. I mean, fucking WhatsApp has it. You know what I'm saying? So how does a $1 billion company that stores billions of dollars in NFTs and money not have that same warning? And clearly they realized that, because when they did tweet back to me, they turned commenting off. So that tweet now has like the most tweets that any other tweet on MetaMask has ever had on their Twitter. Like the average
retweets, right?
Retweets, yeah. So like the average retweet on any of their posts might be like 100. I think it has like 8,000 as of yesterday. So it's just, it's blatant like disrespect for our security, in my opinion. And the beautiful thing about it is, at first I was like really furious about it, and I was like, man, I hope like this isn't just me, because I feel like this is something that everyone should be pretty upset about. And super thankful like everyone is. So the New York Post picked it up, the Apple Insider picked it up, every NFT platform picked it up. I mean, it probably has millions and millions and millions of views at this point. I'm going on the news about it tomorrow, and we're just going to try to see if MetaMask can make the situation right, and also create that message, right? Like when you do download it on your phone, disclose that your seed phrase is being stored.
But now you're hearing people that lost lesser money are coming.
Oh,
to
for
you
sure.
saying,
Yeah. Because when you email MetaMask, like when your wallet's compromised, they literally send you like a nice fuck you email. Like that's literally what it is. It's like hey, sorry, you must have given your seed phrase to somebody. Good luck. There's nothing we can do. And then they close the case. So it's crazy. And in that email, that email at the bottom of it in bold, like my attorney is like, it even says on the email, like, do not store this digitally, like on the fucking customer service email. So he's like, this is absolutely insane, and again, like, just the amount of retweets and the people who had no clue. There's videos going around all over on Instagram, on TikTok, teaching people how to disable it because no one knew that it was there. So, I think we're definitely going in the right direction now. And again, like if we could just save this from happening to other people who obviously need money more than I do, and they can understand that, this could fucking ruin someone's life.
Yeah.
Easily.
I'm sure it has.
Yeah. And again, like, I've had tons of messages now, like even one of the guys who owns, the Fancy Bears. So this is how his got hacked. He got a Bored Ape hack this way.
Oh, really?
So he tweeted to MetaMask as soon as this article came out, and he's like, hey, so can I get my 50 ETH back now, you assholes? And he like sent like the screenshot of because I screenshotted when they admitted that they do it, because I was scared like maybe they would take it down. But I mean, this is crazy, so again, like even if they just put that warning up when you download the app and you can disable it, I think that alone would mean that we've done something right and we've helped people, because that's going to save someone from losing their money.
I wonder if other wallets do it too, like Coinbase wallet.
No, they don't.
They don't.
No,
store
they
it?
don't do it. They don't. I'm 100% sure they don't do it.
That's crazy.
Because my Coinbase is fine.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they
good
wipe
point.
out my Coinbase?
Good point.
And when I call Coinbase after, they're like, yeah, that would never happen. This is absolutely
Fucking
fucked.
nuts.
Yeah. It's
Well, I mean, I think part of it is because I think it's separate, but MetaMask is directly connected and plugins into the internet, which like Coinbase and stuff isn't it. That's why there's a Coinbase wallet, and I think everything's a little separate.
Yeah,
like
you're
there's an
right,
air
yeah.
gap between some of them, which
Sure.
is like an extra code of security where you can't just access everything from one internet source. You have to
What?
like physically, it's in a different spot.
One of the developers for Coinbase actually reached out to me on Instagram, and he messaged me, and I'm not gonna like say his name obviously, but he said,
His name is Michael Smith.
what did he say?
We have one of those.
John Smith.
Hold on.
We have one?
Merkel.
Oh, we
That's
do.
his full name.
That's his name? Wow, that is the most white name ever.
That's why he's saying it's a miracle.
Where is this message? I'm trying to find it. It was a DM on Instagram. Oh, this is it right here. So I bleeped it out just in case, but he said, I'm a dev for MetaMask, and for sure they can set up the default settings to exclude their app from the iCloud backup. They were lazy. At least they could have put a prompt in the app during the setup flow. Absolutely shitty user experience.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now,
new job.
if they give you the option to not store it, but ultimately right now they're the ones who store it.
They store it without your
right?
knowledge.
It's
Yes.
defaulted.
Yeah,
Right?
But
So-
at least the warning, right? At least let people know that that's happening. So at least at that point, I can say, okay, I'm a fucking idiot and I'm just going to allow this. Or two, I'm not putting it on my phone, or I'm not putting it in my iCloud. I'm not. It's more of a they can probably do whatever they want, right? That's not the issue. The issue is they don't tell you. And the problem is like they're not telling you that they're putting something there that they literally tell you to put nowhere.
Right.
Like it makes no sense, you know. It's just fucking mind blowing.
I'm just coming at this from an elementary understanding.
No, I get
for
it.
Those of you guys that are watching. So.
Yeah, but like it's literally imagine it's like your social security number.
Right.
Okay, so imagine like on your Apple ID when you put your bank account on your phone, your Bank of America account, right? What does it store? It stores your username and your password, right? So if someone else somehow got your username and password on their iPhone and they went to log into your Bank of America, it would prompt them with like, what's the last 4 digits of your social security number? You know, what is this? What is that? So it's your second factor. It's the other thing that prevents them from getting in.
Right.
They literally give away your fucking social security number without telling you.
Yeah.
You know, it's absolutely blatant disrespect for the security of every single user they have. So that's the problem. And again, if Bank of America said, hey, dumbass, when you put this on your phone, we're going to give them your social security number. Do you want us to do that? Yes or no? How many people are going to say yes? None.
Right.
You know, but they need to do that. So that's where we're at. And, you know, the law firm that I retained is they're beasts. They've gone up against Coinbase. They've gone up against, you know, all the big crypto wallets. And they said that they're very confident that, you know, this is something that, I mean, they'll rectify. You know, it's blatant. It's blatantly obvious.
Taking 4 days and you're on how many articles?
If you Google my name, I think I'm the whole Google page. It's hundreds of
all,
articles. Yeah. It's literally hundreds. It's like the first 3 pages now is just if you just type in MetaMask.
Yeah, because you're on. Was it Newsweek?
I'm on New York Times.
New York Times, that's right.
But just Google MetaMask right now.
First one is obviously their stuff. The next one is their top stories. MetaMask warned about feature that could put funds at risk.
That's
650K stolen, 655 after picking MetaMask seed from iCloud. It's all
me.
Yeah,
it's literally about everything.
Nuts.
And it's not like bullshit.
Has this been the most money that's been stolen?
I don't think so. I wouldn't imagine. But this is
Probably
exposing
the most public money that's been stolen.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, there's been a lot of like big NFT cybercrime, but this is the first one that exposes the glitch in
Through
the MetaMask system.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
Through the
because they've never openly admitted this before. This is the first time they've ever openly, because again, they just basically anytime you tell them that your wallet was stolen, they literally send you this automated bullshit email that says you gave your seed phrase away or you clicked a suspicious link. Sorry. Like, and they close it. So you can see on the top, it says like open or close as the case, and they close the case. And then I wrote them back and I'm like, restart. Actually, fuck you. Like, this is what happened. And this is how, you know, and I had all the screenshots from Twitter.
I read that, yeah.
And then they literally reopened it and then asked me to reach out to their legal team. So like they know they're in the wrong, which is a good thing. You know, it's just getting them to pay is a whole different animal.
Right.
Some of these articles, New York Post, Cointelegraph, the Indian Express, Bleeping Computer, 9to5 Mac, I've heard of that one, Blockworks, Bitcoinist.
There's a lot of legit news sources in there.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. And I have like news channels. I have lots of messages, like emails that I've gotten. I'm going to just keep going until they fucking reach out to me.
So what news network is coming?
Channel 5. Yeah, so Channel 5 will come first. And then I'm going to email the New York Times now because they obviously they wrote about it.
I was going to say, Juan's connected with Good Morning America.
I would do Good Morning America in a heartbeat.
That'd be sweet.
That would be fucking dope.
We'll be in the background.
Yeah.
I'll
wear a Raw shirt. The cool thing is on the picture that they did in the New York Times, I have a Raw shirt on and I have a Revive sticker on my computer.
Amazing.
I was like, they couldn't have picked a better picture. Like, I didn't even know they wrote that article until this morning. And then my mom's like, did you give them that picture? And I was like, no. And I was like, it's perfect.
Subtle branding.
Right. I'll have Grant take the screenshot of that and put it on the video here.
Now we can put featured in the New York Times.
Yes, we can.
Officially
featured in the New York Times. Yeah.
On the
website.
work on the site.
ESPN, New York Times.
That's it.
Oh, man. Nice. And there's a Revive ad right above this for the dad hat.
Go figure.
Look at us go.
Kill the game.
All right, so back to the fun stuff.
Yep.
What is today? What are we doing? The gym pet peeves?
Gym pet peeves.
Well, yeah, I want to talk about gym pet peeves just for fun, and because Matt the other day was talking, you made that post in your story about those one-arm lat pull downs.
Yes.
Is that the one where they do it on like the incline bench and they
set
lean
themselves
over?
up? Takes 12 minutes to get there.
Actually,
wait, which one? Because Savannah does one of these. I think that's what
I mean, everybody's doing it. It's not a bad exercise. It's just that it's not, in my opinion, it's not changing physiques, but yet it's like the main focus of what's seen on social media now.
Yeah, and to reiterate, none of this is blasting anyone. It's just like some of it's just the emphasis of shit.
Right.
Like people like I know for a fact this came from TikTok. That's just what happens. It's just some stupid exercise comes out and somebody says this is the best way to work your lat, and then everyone's doing it and filming it, and that's all they post. And like me and Matt have seen every bodybuilder in the world. Not a single person has built their back from doing single arm from the floor pull downs. They help, but that's not like the end all be all.
Right.
That's like should be at the end of your carousel kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like when I see guys in the gym doing it that I know, like even Hunter, when Hunter was in town the previous time to this most current, I walked up to him and I said, I've never seen Ronnie do that. Like kind of like just, just joking with him, and again, it is an effective way. If you look at the plane, it's an effective way to hit your lat. I just don't think it should be the most sensationalized thing that we're seeing on social media.
Well, it was similar to what I remember back when me and Savannah were working on getting her more attention on Instagram. And we just took the leverage what people did, and they made those swipe workouts, but they made different workouts every day.
Yeah.
As if like that's what you should follow, but obviously that's not how you build a proper physique because it's not consistent. It's all different.
Which is, in essence, the pet peeve is like, same with me. I could like do a workout. I could do like crazy squats, lunges, like whatever, leg press. And then I'll do, if I happen to do some really weird, like, I don't know, fucking split squat hanging on a cable with a band, everyone would think that's a secret.
For sure.
It's different.
It's
not the effort into all the hard shit. It's like the weird thing that's different.
Yeah, that draws attention.
Yeah.
Because people don't want to necessarily do the hard stuff.
Exactly.
The 6 plate or squat is not.
It's not fun.
Yeah, high on their agenda.
It's kind of fun, but it's not easy.
So every YouTube video, we do something unique.
Yeah. Make some bullshit exercise and just see who does it. Then we'll make fun of them on the podcast.
All right, so do you have a personal pet peeve?
Dom,
I mean,
Matt,
I'm sure we all have a lot.
what's yours, Dom?
For the gym, I just like, so it's different for me because I work out in my gym. So like everyone there talks to me when I get there. I'm sure it's very similar for you too, maybe, but like it's like different because they just like everyone waits to see me there because they're like, oh, he doesn't answer my text messages or whatever. And then I like walk in and it's
You
just
should answer
like,
your text.
but I don't want to because there's not stuff that's like they should be going different channels to get to their answer, right? So it's like that, I get in and like I'll be in the middle of a sentence, someone will walk up and be like, talking about their fucking daughter, and I'm like, I don't want to sound like a dick.
the example you bring up, fuck your daughter.
It's not that. It's just like, let me work out. Like I can't, like I get stressed the same way you get stressed, and like I want to come to the gym and exercise and just be left the fuck alone. So that's probably my biggest thing, is just being annoyed. But like other than that, like seeing other people do things, my biggest pet peeve in the world is like when people walk through the gym and they like will walk over like one of those little Sandy wipe things that are on the ground. There's like the things that like clean the machine.
The Clorox.
Like it'll be like here, and someone will like get it stuck to their shoe and like push it and then like kick it and then just I'm like, can you just fucking pick it up? Like, is it that fucking hard to pick it up?
I would say
It's definitely gym owner thing.
in our gym, you probably have more pet peeves because it's almost like walking into your house.
Correct.
So how people would treat your house. Probably everything gets on your nerves.
100%. Like when I get to the gym, the first 30 minutes I'm there, like I have to clean little things up before I work out because I can't work out until the gym is like decent enough for me to work out.
Yeah.
Because I'll walk around and like those platforms, those like wooden square platforms, they're like everywhere they're not supposed to be.
Everywhere, yeah.
So I like get those, I put them back. Those little like metal things with the tops on them, I'll move those, put those back.
The handles
yoga
are
mats
all over
everywhere. Like yoga mats in like the arm section. It's like what are you doing with a yoga mat to do curls? So I'll go roll those all up,
Chris
put them back.
YouTube videos. I mean, exercises.
Yeah.
On his YouTube.
I mean,
I'm start telling people to do all this.
that's my biggest pet peeve. But you're right. It's because it's my gym. I go in there and I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, take care of my shit.
Yeah.
But most people do, and that's the problem. The problem is like we have a great clientele, but there's just like 3 or 4 people who like just abuse it
Or ruin it for everybody. I mean,
they
that's,
abuse the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Like your boy throwing his fucking Olympic bar like at the ceiling.
Yeah.
I know one that you've had. I don't know if it happens much anymore, but unplugging of the.
They still do it. Those motherfuckers. So there's this guy at night who comes into the gym and he unplugs the Sonos speakers because he doesn't like the music that's playing. He literally climbs up the side of the wall and he unplugs all the speakers on one side of the gym, and it's like. It's unbelievable. Like, why would you do that? Like, put your headphones in, or like, I'll buy you headphones. If you're watching this, I will buy you headphones. Stop unplugging my fucking speakers.
Or go to a different gym. That's
whatever.
quieter.
I mean, it's insane. It's like,
Is that the backside?
It's by the cable machines,
Lat
like
pull
against
downs.
the wall.
The white ones, right?
The ones you can reach. Everywhere
Yeah,
else you can't reach them.
Okay.
So he literally like gets on the lat pull down piece of like the arsenal, and then he climbs over and unplugs the fucking. I mean, maybe that's what I do because I'm short, but maybe he's like 8 feet tall. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's so frustrating. Yeah, he still does that. I was gonna put a note like above it that says like "fuck you, I'm watching you," and just see if he like goes and like looks at it, and I'm gonna turn all the I've like it's my fault too. I haven't turned the camera to like look at it yet.
Okay.
So I can only see like I can like see like right before the wall. If I looked at
Yeah.
it long enough, I could totally find out who it was. I just don't care enough to do that.
Sure.
But Sonos speakers are annoying because like when they unplug, you have to plug them back in. You have to resync them to
Resync
the
it,
fucking
Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Dude, it's not like a normal speaker.
Half the time I'm walking around and it's quiet over there, and I'm like, I'm trying to play the music, and it's just dead over there. The music's coming from the front. It's,
so annoying. So fuck you.
As nice as possible.
Yeah. Matt, you got
Politely,
one?
Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot,
few?
I would say. I think my biggest is, and this is more so just me being analytical in the gym, but you take Chris, you take Ian, you take Nick. You know, like I saw this a lot with Nick. We would be doing, let's say, dumbbell rows, for instance, and then you would have somebody that's clearly in the gym with the goal of putting on muscle, and they'll come right next to Nick or Chris or Ian, and they'll do just the most spastic set of dumbbell rows, even though you have like the perfect example of like what they want to achieve, how it should be executed, and they come right up next to you guys and they just like sling it. You know, and it's like, if you're actually paying attention to what's going on, you guys have prime examples right in front of you
Of
of how
what
to,
to do right.
of what to do right. But they
I
just
think they're trying to like impress him.
I
Well,
think
Like, look, I
for
can lift
sure.
as much as Nick Walker.
Yeah.
I don't even know if
or-
it's impressing as much as like not looking like a bitch. Because like probably, you know, if they're the average kid is throwing 80-pound rows around, he could probably execute like a 60-pound row right.
correctly.
So like he doesn't want to do that because you motherfuckers are rowing 150 pounds and it's just like intimidating. So he's like, I'm gonna just lift as much as I can.
Yeah.
When in reality, he's breaking every fucking joint in his body.
I
Right.
suppose, yeah.
You know. But you don't look at it like that because that's not how you
No,
live.
what does embarrass him, what we do judge is the bad form.
form.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that one kid. No, I'm not saying this is in a bad way. Like it's impressive. That kid who does like the fucking one-legged lunges with the 150-pound
Right.
dumbbell.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could possibly go down a little bit in weight.
Yes.
Because he like shakes from head to toe. Like he might shit himself one day. I think
His form's not bad.
The effort is insane.
he has the effort,
Yeah.
but like I don't think his body is like it can handle that weight yet.
Which I would say maybe even from a nervous system standpoint, you're probably, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's probably the nervous system on the back end of that set.
Like he
is why
does
he's
execute it. He has the intensity, but it's like fuck. Like maybe go a little bit less because
Some
he
days
looks like
he'll
he's
squat,
in pain.
deadlift, and then do those.
I know. I've seen him, and he does it
Yeah.
more than
Yeah.
once a
That's
week.
crazy.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Like every 5 days.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, man. Kudos.
But
to
yeah,
him.
I mean that I would say that's mine. And then obviously smelly people
Oh,
bothers me.
I hate the young, like the kids who wear like, and this is going after the kids who follow you a lot, but like the kids who wear like those super cut off nipply shirts that are like, honest to God, like 110 pounds soaking wet.
Oh, yeah,
Like if you look at them from the
Nipples
side,
that coming
you
out,
might
like-
miss
Yeah.
the body and just see the shirt.
yeah.
And there's a hole in
true.
the front and the back.
It's
Yeah.
unbearable, and they cut them to the point where like it's like right on their nipples.
Yeah,
You
there's
can,
some
like
bad
if they're
stringers
standing
out
sideways, you can see through the shirt.
Yeah. Oh, it's all
That-
the way down here. It
Yeah.
cuts all the way. Like this is the seam of my shirt. This is where the cut stops.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
You see their belly button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But
Bad
I
clothes.
don't know. Yeah.
All right, Chris.
I mean,
What's
I have
yours?
a lot too. I definitely am the same with Matt, the form thing. What irks me is when I go to a gym, for the same gym for like 5 years, and I see the same kid who makes zero progress for that reason.
Yeah.
And like I've tried to speak to people, and I hate doing that. But like I think at this point, people will respect what I say, and it's just nothing. It's just like,
Yeah.
no, I got to row 315 because like I'm not. I can do it. Like of course, and then the form is just jerking it, and then they make no progress, and you're like, it's painful to watch.
Yeah.
But probably my personal one, and I feel bad saying this, but it's lingering. If people talk
Sure.
to me a lot, and like I'm open to chatting, and if people are coming to visit the gym and they're excited to see me, then get a picture. Then I'll always take the picture and say what's up. But if I'm like just finished a set and you come catch me and you stand there and like you're thinking of something to say, so they just stare at me quietly, like,
Yep.
Yeah.
and I'm like, can I work out? Do you
Yeah.
want something? It's
Yeah.
literally like that for like minutes.
Yeah,
And then I'm like tired and out of my workout, and I'm like, and then they'll try and say something that they don't even really care about just to talk. I'm like, you can just take a picture and walk away. Like you
Yeah,
don't have to start
totally
a
fine.
conversation.
Yeah. And on Chris's behalf, if you have to say hey, I don't want to bother you, but
You're bothering.
you're
me.
bothering.
Yeah.
me.
How many times did we talk about that?
Yeah. If anything, say I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really want a picture.
My
Yeah.
favorite response. We were filming a video. It was in
Oh,
we were traveling. Where were
Orlando.
we at? Orlando. And
I
somebody
realized
goes like, "I don't mean to bother you, but," and he goes, "But you are."
No, I said, well, why are you then?
And then that's what he said. And he stared just dead in the eyes. Well, why are you then? And the kid froze. Didn't know what to do.
It's so
I
true.
said just
though.
kidding after.
Yeah.
I was
It's so
joking.
true though. It's
It was like a
exactly it.
millisecond.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to be. I'm not the guy to do this. Or like it's like, but you're
I mean,
doing
that's
it.
I get that
Yeah.
a lot on holidays, like Sunday. It's Easter. Hey, coach, don't mean to bother you, but hey, coach, I know it's Easter, but like,
Yeah.
if you really did,
Do you, though?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. No, it's brutal, man. They don't fucking people are brutal.
I also really don't like really young kids with, I mean, I don't like anyone with an ego, but when there's like a really young kid who thinks they're hot shit, it just bothers me. Because I remember
Yeah.
when I was young in the gym and learning, it was just like stay out of people's way, like try not to make a mess, just like be like extra like cautious because you're the new rookie kid.
I mean,
And
you're
then
still like that.
I guess I'm still kind of like
You,
that.
I mean, which is credit to you. But
But
you
kids
still are
like
that.
that kid who was just throwing those weights around.
Oh, I
And
wasn't
getting
there.
mad about it.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that. but-
Like this guy was like literally like a girl walked by and he almost hit her with a barbell with 100 pounds on it.
Well, the
and she
reason-
was like afterwards she was like he literally almost hit me with a barbell, and he would take it and we were doing like shoulder press at one point, and then he would just 2 feet away from the rack just throw it onto the rack, and it would like bounce off into like the shoulder press rack, and then he was doing cleans holding it above his head and just dropping it, like
It was one of those drops that almost feels like a throw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
And
like he would like throw it down.
he was asked
Beat.
why you're not using the platforms for that reason, and he goes, "Well, there's no mirror."
No, he said the platforms aren't meant for that.
What is
I
the
thought he said there
concrete
was no
fucking
mirror.
ground?
He might have said both.
Maybe because
But-
he's using the bumper plates for one, but then he was supposed to use the platform, but
Yeah.
he didn't.
And then,
Yeah.
and then Maddie told him not to. Just straight up was like, "Yo, like stop dropping the weights." And he's just like, "What is this, your gym?" And I was like, "Bro, like that's so disrespectful."
100%, yeah.
Like you're a little kid and you're clearly making a ruckus. You scared a girl who literally came up after and like I almost got hit by a barbell. And you're gonna like talk back to someone,
Yeah.
and just like be like you can't even hear that. Like I don't know. I was like, that's very rude.
That's fucked.
And then Maddie got pissed, and I feel like he started being an idiot too.
Okay.
It's a whole nother story, you know. But it was an entertaining scenario.
To be fair,
nonetheless.
Maddie did see the kid the next day and try to apologize for like taking it out on him the way he did, and the kid basically told him to fuck himself. Right?
Not basically, he did. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said like get the fuck away, leave me the fuck alone or
Yeah.
something.
I don't know. I just feel like there's like a sense of like you need to. I mean, everyone should be respectful. It's not even like you earn a sense not to be. You should
Yeah,
just.
when you're
if
that
someone
young-
tells you not to do something, don't at least be an asshole back. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
understand. You know.
I feel like when you're that young and like you just, I mean, I was never like that, but I see it more and more now. It's like you just like, especially he was with his friend, and like maybe he felt like his friend was like, I don't know, like it was like an ego check for
The
him.
entitlement amongst the young children
Yeah.
right now is a pet peeve of the world, not the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one of mine is when people put weights back on weight horns and it's just in no type of order.
Or
at
they
all.
put it over a weight.
45, 25,
Yes.
10s all on the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
weight
yeah.
horn.
Incredible. Like
Yeah.
the balls you have to take a 45 plate and put it over a 10-pound plate.
And then a 25 over.
And then
It's
and then on
incredible.
like and then on like the independent stacks, like not on a
Like the
rack
weight
where they
tree?
put like a 45 here and then a 45 here, but
And
you
they
can't
overlap.
Pull,
You can't get
right,
it out.
You
Yeah.
can't pull the bottom.
At that
one
point,
off.
they're brain dead, I'm pretty sure. Like they have to be brain dead. Yeah.
The last few times I've been at the gym, I've been like the dumbbells have been in the wrong spot, and they're clearly like I
Labeled?
can see people look and then just not find it, and then just put them
Just
somewhere
wherever,
random.
yeah.
And I'll literally walk up right after. I'll take their dumbbells, put it on the ground, and then put them in the right spot. Take it and like look at them and walk past.
Yeah.
And I can tell they're just like
Fuck.
fuck. Like the amount of times I'm even cleaning up dumbbells, and I don't even like.
Or just like blatantly not putting your shit back. Like there's like at night, so we have like our crew there all day, but we're 24 hours. So there was the weird kid's girlfriend, remember? The freak kid?
Oh,
His girlfriend would come into the gym and like set up this ridiculous circuit workout
yeah.
that was like for horses.
show dogs.
And she would like just leave. Like just leave. Like everything would be like you got to jump over this to get under this to go get this to lift this over your head to go over here, and it's like this whole long trail of shit, and just leave it. And then we'd come in the next morning and be like, were they training dogs in the leg area? Like what was happening? So I had to message her and I'm like, yo, like, can you please clean your shit up? And she's like, oh yeah, sorry. It's like, sorry. Like, what do you mean? Like, just put it back. Like it took you an hour to set that up. It's going to take someone an hour to put it all away.
Yeah.
fuck you, asshole. I'm going to a new gym.
Fine, I'll pay for your membership.
I'll pay for you to leave. Please don't come back.
Yeah, but that's there's a lot. There's a ton.
Go on. Did you save some or
You gotta have some.
I gotta have personally.
You have some. I know you do.
I don't. Matt, I don't know. Matt might not. It depends. For me, it's the yelling
What
of
do you
people.
mean? I might not.
Because
Well,
like Brett's loud.
yeah,
But Brett's loud for a reason.
Yeah.
It's the guys who yell who have no reason to yell.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
straight up it.
Yeah.
Remember the kid who like would literally put like a plate on each side of the hack squat and act like he was giving birth?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's I don't.
people
I
who
can't
yell on like
handle that.
rep 1?
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. Relax.
Easy.
I can't
Yeah.
handle that at all. And then not putting to the organization, not putting dumbbells on the dumbbell racks in the right way, the right order.
Yeah.
I always find where you pick up a 35 and the next thing you pick up is a 25. And you're like, what the fuck am I holding?
Yeah.
And then you got to shift it all around and somebody put it over here, but then you got to go on the right side to put it all the way on the other side. Those are the two main things. But the yelling for me is like, you don't need to yell.
It's not even yelling. It's like painful, like literal childbirthing.
Yeah.
It's like a long,
You ever
like,
seen the movie Saw? It's like when you're getting your head smashed in.
and longer.
Yeah.
Because that's short. At least
Yeah.
it's like a loud short. This is like a. You're like, what is happening?
That's definitely, those would be my two, personally. Organization of the yelling.
Something else too is like people that just hog machines. Like I don't want to share a leg press with somebody if the weights are completely different. But if it's a pin loaded machine and you ask them how many sets they have left, and they say 4, and they just continue to sit there, and they're not like, "Do you want to work in?" You know,
Yeah.
like that's just like, especially if they're texting on their phone. Or,
One of the common ones. So Chris asked this on his Instagram story. One of the common ones was along those lines of like being on your cell phone,
being on your phone.
being on your phone
Yeah.
too much,
Yeah.
or between sets,
Yeah.
like hanging out. What do you?
I
Guys
feel
think
like
of
we
that?
don't have a lot of that in our gym as much, like compared to other gyms.
There's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot more videoing in our.
Oh
gym
my God,
as of
tripods
late.
Yeah, the
everywhere.
tripods
Yeah,
are
the
coming
fucking
in.
tripods
are
everywhere.
everywhere.
I think I would, if I closed my eyes and walked across the gym, I would hit 3
Yeah.
at any given time.
Do you? Is that a pet peeve? Do you dislike that?
Well,
As like,
It's hard. I feel like
I
it's
feel
hard
like
to have
we're
a
just,
difficult
like,
workout if you're
being
doing all
negative
that,
towards
right?
it. Well,
Fair.
yeah, and my thing is like, you have to build something to then draw. Well, Gary Vee would say opposite, but you have to build something to attract people to then want to follow you. You know, so like if you don't have a physique and you're filming your whole workout and you're taking the time every day or maybe hours a day to do that, but like, what is the attraction to want to watch you train if it's no different than watching anybody else
They
train?
could be wanting to track their progress too, like the transformation.
yes,
so
they
like,
could be.
I get it. Like I understand that point of it. I've seen, like Christian and all those guys, like they built their whole following that way by vlogging and doing that. But it's like there's a right way and a wrong way to do it too. Like, and I feel like everyone just thinks that because like, you and these people became so famous, like all they have to do is that and they're going to be famous too. And it's like, I think some of them just need reality checks.
Yeah, there's just a lot of people
Yeah.
that do it.
I've noticed more, not even just tripods, but actual cameras in the gym.
Yeah. And you know what's weird too? Like the kids who bring the cameras that don't work out,
Yeah.
they just take pictures.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like if I brought Calvin to the gym.
Totally fine. But like we don't know these people.
Yeah, but Calvin can also just
And they're taking
do
pictures
some
of
nasty
us.
Olympic lifting.
Oh,
on the
taking
side.
pictures
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah,
you
they
mean.
just walk around the gym and take pictures of everybody. I mean, I don't know. Do you know them?
The one dude asked me.
Oh, okay.
One person asked me, but there are a lot of others in there.
Yeah, it's just,
I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's like Alpha Land, right? Alpha Land, everybody has a camera.
dude, Alpha Land, you cannot work out
It's
in.
fucking
That is
nuts.
crazy. I mean, maybe because it was a Saturday and it was like our event too, but like,
Probably.
holy fuck.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It is like, I mean, he did it. He made it exactly what he wanted to, though. That is like the fucking influencer, like, capital of the world for fitness.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even really get to walk around the gym, but
I mean, you can't. So, yeah, that's much.
I don't hate on the content side as much just because that's what my world is.
Yeah.
And obviously Savannah and I built that. Like we were the weirdos in Gold Gym
Which is fine.
filming shit.
Yeah.
But that was to
Yeah.
build her who she is, and then she built a business off of that.
Right.
Right.
That's
So-
why I don't hate that as much as
Yeah.
like other things.
you also, when you say the right way, like in my opinion, like everything we're saying is like, if it ruins your workout, it's stupid.
Yeah, like
fair.
how-
Like
like-
even I don't film as much content as I should. I have over 1 million subs on YouTube, and I don't like to do that many workout videos because sometimes if it affects my workout, it's not worth it. And
or
like,
you don't film yourself. You have someone else filming you.
Yeah,
It's totally different.
I'll always have someone
You know
else.
what I'm saying?
filming.
You're
Yeah.
not in between sets, stopping, setting it up, moving it here, going back. Because like it
Did
is
you
difficult.
did you ever really do that at any point?
If I'm doing like a really heavy set of squats where I'm like pot resting
might
for
set it
5
up.
minutes before,
Yeah.
I might take my shaker and leave my
Yeah.
phone up on the ground for like a set, but never a full workout.
Yeah.
just like one
I
step.
feel like you inhibit the actual value of the workout by consistently doing
You're
that.
too focused on the content,
Yeah.
which is why I like having like Scott or someone like just doing it for me. I don't have to think.
But then you have someone like Nick Gloff. I'm pretty sure he films.
He tripods everything.
But for himself. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he does.
So that's a personal aspect that you were talking
But
about
he
earlier.
also trains very differently than
He's
anyone
also so
here.
in his
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, it takes him 45 minutes to warm up for a fucking squat set.
That's
So
fair.
it doesn't affect him because that's how he trains anyways.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
And he's cognizant of the people around him
yeah.
too.
I mean, that
Yeah,
kid's a
for sure.
genius when it comes to training. So he knows what he's doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the most common ones on your questionnaire was cell phones. A lot of people said filming, and then sweaty or smelly. And then a lot
Sweaty,
of them is
I'm
because-
guilty of. You can't always help that, but like,
Yeah.
but smelly, like coming into the gym smelly, or coming into the gym over cologned.
Oh, that's a big one too.
Over-cologned.
There was a
Yeah.
kid in the gym one day, and I knew it was Creed because I have it. But like this motherfucker dove in a pool of Creed.
Like
And
$50 of Creed.
He
on it.
like walked by. Every time he walked by, I was getting like nauseous. I had a head, and then finally I was like, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna go to the other side of the gym and wait for him to leave." I thought it was a girl at first. I swear to God.
Did you guys ever in high
Like
school
no
have
smell
like
is the best
Axe,
smell in the
the
gym.
PE.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
in the gym?
That's it. The kid with PE who never washed his clothes and just sprayed
Doused
fucking
himself in
Axe
Axe.
all
And
over.
at my
himself.
school, we would like. I mean, I was the asshole. So me and my friends, we did. I was gonna say kids. Did that. We were the assholes.
You were that guy.
But we would like when we were leaving the change room, we would like tape and pin the Axe container down open like a
Oh
fucking
my
smoke
God,
bomb,
why?
and just leave, and it would just fill the change room of just Axe and just fuck everyone's stuff who was in there. Everyone who came in after.
Fuck that.
It was
But
horrible.
that's kind of different than like that assy, sweaty smell
That's
with
true.
Axe.
Yeah, the
You were
combo.
playing a prank.
Yeah,
right?
because like I
Yeah, it
knew
was
kids
a
in
prank.
school that literally, I don't think they changed their
Back
fucking
when I was in high
choice.
school, these kids. I mean, I used
Yeah.
to.
I'm the asshole.
But that was their bathing.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
It would be like
Terrible.
they didn't clean their PE clothes for like
Yeah, they would
literally
just pull
2
them out,
weeks.
spray them, put them
Yeah.
on,
And then they
yeah.
would pull it out and like lay it down, and it's like brown. It has like fucking dirt from the clay field, from the baseball field. It was just gross. And they'd just be like, "Shh, okay, I'm good."
We had fucking kids who do you have PE shirts?
Yeah,
Like a pair.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he had they had clothes like they would spill something at lunch and they'd have to go wear that, and then they'd walk around class with that on.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
So that was off topic from gym stuff, but
I also saw a bunch of people when I was looking through the people who come in wearing like normal clothes. Like when people come wearing jeans.
yeah. I mean,
Mm.
but whatever. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're
It doesn't
in there.
intrude
It's only
on
affecting
anybody
them.
else's
It's not
workout.
affecting
Yeah.
you. You know, there's a guy who
Dirty work boots, though, I would say are a pet peeve.
Oh, you know
for
what
sure.
pisses me off? There's this guy at our. It's just because I own it though. There's this guy at our gym that literally has, you know, those wallets that have like the chain on them,
Mhm.
and he fucks up every single, upholstery on all the machines
Mm.
because he like sits on them or he'll like lean on it and it'll like scratch down it and like put a huge hole in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, why can't you just fucking not wear that thing? Like, take your wallet out of your fucking jeans when you work out.
Yeah.
It's jean shorts with a chain wallet.
Yeah, stealing clips, the clips that go on
End of a barbell?
cables.
Oh, yeah.
They don't steal them.
What do they
That's
do
the
with them? How do
problem.
where do
They just
go?
are idiots, and they think that it attaches to the handle.
Or they just leave
So
them on the
instead of
handle?
taking the handle off the right way, they
the-
take the whole thing off, and then you can't find it.
Yeah,
And then if
I
you
always
zip
look for
tie
that
it,
shit.
they're like, oh, they figure out a way to break the zip. It's incredible. People are incredible. Incredible.
any
This
other
one says
interesting ones?
when the gym MILF cleans her sweat off the machines.
That's a pet peeve.
That's a pet peeve.
They want her to keep her sweat on.
Understandable.
A lot of them was that you weren't at their gym.
That I wasn't there?
Yep.
I do that on purpose. People are like, yo, Chris, when do you normally train? Either 9 p.m. at night or like 7 a.m. in the morning. Only 2 times I work out. So if you come to the gym, that's where you'll find me.
Yeah.
Show up those times.
None of us will be there.
A lot of people said barefoot too. And I don't know if they meant
yeah.
barefoot or sock foot,
I
but if it's
do
sock foot, I'm
socks.
offended.
Yeah, I do socks.
Socks is the best way to work out.
Barefoot was.
But if your
overstretched.
toes are out, that'd be weird.
Yeah.
Thank you to Dom and his cleanliness because people aren't going to be able to hear
No, they're
me.
gonna get pissed.
I appreciate wearing socks in your gym versus other gyms because I still like to wear socks, but they're nasty by the time
Yeah.
you're done.
I mean, we clean the fuck out of our gym.
Yeah.
You know, I have great. That's my thing. Like cleanliness is next to godliness. So
Mhm.
that's why all those like even when like people lean up against the mirror and like I get pissed off at my cleaning guys too because I'm like, did you not see like the huge smear mark on the mirror? But I mean, we try to keep it as clean as we can.
I remember I took a photo one time and you didn't even pay attention to anything in the
was
photo,
a
and you went,
smear.
"Is my mirror that fucking dirty?"
Yep.
It's funny. I love it.
It's annoying, man. But gym pet peeves.
Any other interesting ones? Is that it?
A lot
not
of them
it.
are similar.
Yeah.
Someone says just people in general, which I agree with.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Work
to
out at
do
home.
Some days there was no one there. We can't all have gyms at home, Scott.
I
People
don't
in
have a gym.
gyms.
I don't have a gym at home.
I know, but I'm just saying. Men in vests. I don't know what that means.
Invest.
Okay, so vest in the UK is a tank top.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
So you don't like working on it? They don't like people working on a tank top?
I guess not.
All right.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, a lot of it's similar. Kids high as fuck. What kid staring at me?
When people like rip disgusting ass, and that's pretty brutal too. And like,
yeah. No one likes a one likes a fart in their mouth.
That's the
Never-
worst of the expo, like the absolute worst.
Yeah.
When they're trying all the protein concentrate bars,
Yeah.
bar after bar.
There's like the protein bar aisle is just
Yeah.
gassed out.
Oh god. Even the employees are probably eating them themselves nonstop all day.
For sure. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
So now that we just hated on every single person that walked through the gym door,
Yeah.
we're done.
Kids are definitely like, fuck.
Hey, if I was like
It
the
makes it more
sales rep for a Revive Gym, we'd have no members.
I know.
I'd have an interview process. So you cannot work chain here. Sorry.
Don't even ask the question. Nope. No good.
Nope.
What's the prices for y'all's gym? No price.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't have any memberships.
10
available.
grand a month, and you have to pay Chris Bumpstead directly, or else you can't come in.
That was pretty solid, though. Those are good ones. If you
Yeah.
have any pet peeves that personally, I would say put them in the description. Let us know.
Yeah. I think we hit most, but I would love
I
to
would
hear
agree.
other ones.
Or description? You mean comment?
This comment, whatever.
Comment
It's all
below.
the same thing.
Description's different in the comment section.
Sorry,
Scott.
YouTube master. All right.
I think that's good. I think Dom's got to get out of here anyway.
I gotta
so-
go.
Yeah.
Episode 17.
Yeah, that's a
Thank you,
wrap
guys.
on this one. Appreciate you guys. Catch you on
fun.
the next one.
Yep. Thank you.